Max Verstappen dominated the Las Vegas Grand Prix and has been given a major championship boost after both McLarens were sensationally disqualified for excessive skid block wear. 4 hours after the checkered flag, the stewards announced both McLaren had been disqualified following an investigation into their rear skid blocks, which had worn out beyond the 9mm limit. Norris had finished second behind Verstappen to move a step closer to the world title, but now sees his championship lead remain at 24 points over Piastri, but more importantly also Verstappen. Norris can still win the Drivers' Championship next week if he leads Qatar with a lead of 26 points or more over his rivals. However, Verstappen is now a serious threat and will want to at least take the title fight to the series finale in Abu Dhabi. Piastri had finished Las Vegas racing fourth, so lost more points than Norris, but the disqualifications helped his championship ambitions. In that race itself, pole sitter Norris lost out to Verstappen and Russell in a dramatic start. Norris was outfoxed by Verstappen on the short run to turn one as he darted to the inside to cover the Red Bull driver, went too deep and gave up first place. Russell also capitalised by going around the outside at turn 2, so Norris dropped to third, but later criticised cruised past Russell in the second half of the race to take back second. I made the mistake into turn 1, you've got to be punchy into turn 1, I was just a bit too punchy, said Norris, and that cost me, so that's the way it is sometimes. Antonelli benefited from the disqualifications to move up to third, despite a 5-second penalty for jumping the start. Leclerc and Hamilton made ground early on and to finish 4th and 8th, with Williams, Carlos Sainz taking 5th ahead of Racing Bull's Hadjar and Sauber's Hulkenberg. Hamilton started on the hards, gained 7 spots on the opening lap and taking advantage of Bortoleto hitting Stroll and Gasly at the first turn, with Lawson also making contact with Piastri, which punctured his tyres. After making it a hat-trick of pole positions on Saturday, though, Norris insisted he would still take risks in the Grand Prix and stuck to his words, fending off Verstappen only to outbrake himself in a move which he may have dictated the result. The pair came close to contact with each other and the wall, but Verstappen smartly let Norris go before speeding past at the exit of turn 1 as Norris lifted, which allowed Russell to dance around the outside. Russell pushed Verstappen hard early on, keeping within the RS range, but was unable to mount a serious attack. The Mercedes driver, medium tyres, then started to grain up, and he also dealt with a steering issue which hampered him in Q3, so Verstappen was able to build a 3-second buffer ahead of the only round of pit stops. The Russell was then the first to lead as the pits on lap 18, and Verstappen boxed on lap 26, still coming out in the lead 1 second ahead of Russell, then cruised away for a 6th win of the season. Normally the race is tough. We're not normally great on tyres, but today it seemed like it was a bit more under control and I could push a little more. That unlocked a little bit more pace and I could stay out a little bit longer and split the race in half. That helped a lot. The car was working well and much more to my liking. In the end, it was quite a decent gap. Similarly to the open stint, Russell tried to keep up with Verstappen but damaged his tyres, which left him susceptible to Norris, who easily overtook him on the strip on lap 34. Norris was told to go and get Max at 4 seconds up the road but didn't have the pace of the Dutchman. He later suffered with an issue with 3 laps to go and was told to lift and coast, and now it turns out it may well have been to do with the skid block, but had enough of an advantage to finish 3 seconds of Russell but 20 seconds behind Verstappen. It's not my best performance out there, but when the guy wins by 20 seconds it's because they're quicker. Fun race out there, difficult but good as always, he said. And before I go, let me run you through the classification. Verstappen coming up in first. I mean, yeah, great job from him. He absolutely dominated. And yeah, I bet he can't believe his luck. He's still an outside chance, but he's got a chance. Russell second, good job from him. Antonelli for me, what a performance. 5-second penalty, starting from 17th and ending up on the podium. Incredible. Leclerc, I think, will be disappointed. Yeah, Ferrari just didn't really have the pace. Sainz probably maximising his result. He'll be delighted with that. Similar story for Hadjar and Hulkenberg. Very impressive drives from them. Hamilton in 8th, I think probably would have wanted to get ahead of the likes of Hulkenberg and Hadjar, so he'll probably be disappointed still despite a good comeback drive. Good points for Haas, 9th and 10th. Alonso will be very frustrated to miss out on points even with the DSQ'd. Similar for Tsunoda, couldn't really make his way through the field like the other top runners at the back. And then you got Gasly 13th. Yeah, disappointing for him considering where he started. Similar story for Lawson. Colapinto struggled, and then obviously Albon, Bortoleto and Stroll, I think very disappointing weekends for them, unable to take advantage of all of the chaos. And then the McLaren DSQ, I mean, yeah, the mind boggles. Surely all they need to do was just play it safe. Norris pretty much had that championship, and it's going to be so tough for Norris to reset now, being right back in the thick of the title battle when it looked like it was pretty much game, set and match. So yeah, hugely frustrating for them. In a weird way helps Piastri, but yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how Norris kind of recovers from this. The pressure is now very much on. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.